All through middle school and my freshman year of high school, everyone considered me to be a goody-good. I never got into trouble, never went to parties, and always did great in school. But I wanted to show everyone that their assumptions about me were wrong. Starting my sophomore year, I made some new friends. Stephanie, Connor, and Alex were not the goody-good type, that's for sure. Their idea of having fun was drinking until their eyes were glazed, speech was slurred, and actions had no consequences. They invited me to my first party. Of course I went in order to get rid of my good girl reputation. After hours of mascara and hairspray, my friends and I were on our way to what I hoped to be the best night ever. To my surprise, the party was exactly like I imagined it to be. It was fairly dark, lighted by neon lights that made our white clothing shine brightly. There were about 30 people walking around in one tightly packed room. Everyone was talking very loudly, screaming almost, to hear themselves over the loud music. Many were crowded around what I found out to be the beer pong table, shouting with excitement anytime they got a ball into one of the red Solo cups. I had so much fun at that first party, there was no way I was going to let the excitement stop there. Every time I heard about a party coming up, I made arrangements to go. I began going to parties almost every weekend. My junior year was the worst of them all. I partied Friday nights and Saturday nights. I never gave myself a break. After so many nights of the same stupid decisions, I began to notice something. I started feeling drained, mentally and physically. My self-confidence was at an all-time low. Nothing felt right anymore. Something inside of me knew I had to make some changes. These changes started with a thing called Young Life, a youth group formed together by Clemson students. I used to go every week with my first high school friends, Jamie Lee and Carla. Unfortunately, though, the more I partied, the less I went. I had become so distant from God that I was not sure if I even believed in Him anymore. I thought going back to Young Life would make up for all the bad choices I had been making. I started going on a regular basis again during my senior year. My leaders were about to graduate, as was I, so we all had one last chance of going to Young Life camp. Jamie Lee, Carla, and I decided to go since it was the last time we would all be together. Little did I know, this camp was about to change my life. One thing that I will never forget was when one of my leaders said, "If you ask Jesus into your heart this weekend, then whenever you go back home, you will see everything differently. What you used to do for fun won't be fun to you anymore. You're going to want to change your life forever." I went to another party after that weekend at camp, but when I was there, I did not have the same kind of fun I used to have. Looking around at everyone, I thought, wow, this is disturbing. This isn't fun at all. Everyone seems so foolish. How could I have not noticed this all those times before? I could not believe that this is what I did to have fun. It made my heart pound through my chest. I felt like I was empty. I did not know what was going on, but I knew it was not where I needed to be. I started to think that maybe my Young Life leader was right. Maybe God really did change me. After that night, I stopped going to parties, and about a week later, I began going to New Spring Church. I kept finding myself changing more and more each day. I felt a sense of pride. I was becoming more confident. The change I was experiencing was purely God working in me. I decided to take my next step and get baptized in order to symbolize my new life. On top of that, I wanted to go a step further. I am now about to start volunteering at Fuse, which is the service on Wednesday nights for middle school and high school students. I never in a million years thought I would be doing something like this. If I were to think about where I am today last year, I would say, no way, not me. My life was in a completely different place at the time. Asking Jesus into my heart is what changed me, but people change in a variety of ways every day. Without even realizing it, everything that happens to us changes us. That's what I believe. I believe in change. Not just big changes in people like my experience, but little things that change people every day. One change at a time, no matter how small or how big, could change a life forever.